What does extreme despair feel like? In this world, there are two kinds of people: normal humans and witches. Witches represent impurity, and anyone discovered to be a witch will be brutally burned alive. Unfortunately, I am one such witch. My name is Anna. I am currently enveloped in darkness, bound to a rack awaiting Prince Roland's judgment because I was discovered to be a witch, and the one who reported me was my own father. My father is a miner. When a cave-in occurred in the mine tunnels where he worked, I immediately rushed into the mine upon receiving news to rescue him. When I found my father, his leg was crushed under a cart full of ore and he could not move. A miner was looting his possessions, so I killed the miner first. The neighbor couple promised not to expose my secret and helped rescue my father together. But I never imagined my father would report me the very next day, just for those generous bonuses. Now I wait despondently for death to come. Yet unexpectedly, that frivolous Prince Roland actually tossed away his scepter, saying he was tired and dismissing everyone for the day. What is the meaning of this? Afterwards, I was brought back to the prison cell. I do not know if I should feel relief that I'm still alive. For with my identity as a witch now exposed, my life would surely not be easy even if I lived. It was then that I heard footfalls coming towards my cell, with light gradually approaching. It was Prince Roland.
What is your name?
Anna. By now, there was no need to hide myself, so I honestly answered all his questions.
How did you kill the deserter miner?
Was it not obvious? I used my powers as a witch to kill him. After a brief moment, he drew nearer and tore apart my bonds.
Show me your power, Anna.
He was not afraid of my powers as a witch? Then I began to demonstrate my abilities. Suddenly, white mist rose from the ground while the surrounding temperature rapidly increased. Swaths of scorching flames spread out from below my feet, engulfing the entire standing ground in scalding fire. I lifted my hand and commanded the flames on my body to follow me. As I walked past the prison cells, the iron bars all transformed into fiery pillars. The cage opened. After some time passed, the flames gradually weakened until only a short torch remained burning steadily on the stone wall. Very well, I've satisfied your curiosity. You can kill me now, I said coldly and closed my eyes, waiting for death. However, he walked over and wrapped his coat around me. When I opened my eyes, the corners of his mouth curled in a slight satisfying smile.
Miss Anna, I hereby employ you as my staff. Will you accept?
Huh? What the hell?
What's the most amazing thing that's ever happened to you? For me, transmigrate. My lord, wake up. Who was calling me? After a bout of confusion, I realized the environment I was in had undergone a drastic change. The familiar office equipment I once knew had all disappeared, replaced by low brick buildings and a vast square teeming with people. I sat on a high platform above, with the masses down below gazing fixedly at me. Yes, I had transmigrated and became a prince no less. Down in the city center stood a prisoner dressed in a hood, thin-framed yet still standing ramrod straight. Citizens were looking at her and shouting for judgment to be passed. I frantically rifled through memories in my mind, only recalling villagers said she was a witch seduced by devils and fallen from grace, an embodiment of impurity. How could such a pretty girl be a bad person? I tossed my scepter to the ground and stretched lazily. I'm tired, everyone's dismissed for today. I was so capricious, no one could predict my next move. These ostensibly pious nobles below rose solemnly and bowed, but I clearly saw the disdain in their eyes. Back in the palace, I began pondering my plans for the future. Since I've transmigrated here, might as well enjoy being a prince. I started racking my brain, but the fourth prince's head seemed filled with naught but mischief. His life apparently contained none of the aristocratic insights or political situations I'd hoped for. It seems the fourth prince had no prospect of the throne. Perhaps the king knew this too, leaving him in such a forsaken place. In this isolated predicament, this witch was undoubtedly my best collaborator. I decided to pay a visit to the prison cells to see her myself. The jailer lit torches, dispelling darkness, so I saw the witch curled against the wall. I wore a fur coat while she had but a thin shirt, her arms and feet frozen bloodless. She struggled up, leaning on the wall, her formerly frail frame seeming somewhat resolute in the light, eliciting gasps. Guards anxiously blocked my front, but I signaled there was no need for worry. I gazed into her pale blue eyes as I asked,
What is your name?
She replied,
Anna.
What will happen next? Just download Webnovel to get more great stories.